Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Deal Detector. Today, we're going to discuss why the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana may not be suitable for middle and lower income groups. Without wasting any time, let's dive right in. What is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, SSY? Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a government-backed savings scheme launched as part of the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign. It aims to encourage parents to save for their daughter's future, primarily for her education and marriage. Key features of SSY. Eligibility. Can be opened by parents or legal guardians for a girl child below 10 years of age. Only one account is allowed per girl child, maximum of 2 accounts for 2 daughters. Deposit limits. Minimum annual deposit, 250 Indian rupees. Maximum annual deposit, 1 Indian rupee and 50 cents lakh. Contributions can be made for 15 years from the date of account opening. Interest rate. Offers an attractive interest rate, currently around 7.6% as of 2025, which is compounded annually. The rate is revised quarterly by the government. Maturity period. The account matures 21 years from the date of opening or upon the girl's marriage, after 18 years of age. Deposits are required only for 15 years, and the remaining 6 years allow the amount to grow with compounded interest. Tax benefits. Investments are eligible for tax deductions under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act. The interest earned and the maturity amount are also tax-free. Benefits of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. High interest rates. SSY offers better interest rates than most fixed income savings options like fixed deposits or savings accounts. Triple tax benefits, EEE status. Deposits, interest earned, and maturity proceeds are all exempt from taxes, making it one of the most tax-efficient investment options. Long-term savings. The 21-year lock-in ensures disciplined savings for the girl's higher education or marriage expenses. Financial security for the girl child. The account cannot be prematurely closed except under exceptional circumstances like the death of the account holder. Encourages financial discipline. The scheme helps parents or guardians save systematically for their daughter's future without any distractions or mismanagement of funds. Concerns and drawbacks of Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. While the SSY scheme is highly beneficial, it has some critical drawbacks that make it less flexible compared to other investment options. 1 huge lock-in period. One of the major criticisms of SSY is the 21-year lock-in period. While deposits are required only for 15 years, you cannot withdraw the entire amount until 21 years after the account opening or the girl's marriage, whichever is earlier. This long tenure can feel restrictive, especially if the money is required for other emergencies or financial needs. 2 limited withdrawal options. Partial withdrawal is permitted only for educational purposes after the girl turns 18. Even then, the withdrawal limit is 50% of the account balance as of the previous financial year. Full withdrawal is allowed only under extreme circumstances like the death of the account holder or the girl's marriage after 18 years. 3 not liquid and highly illiquid. Unlike mutual funds or fixed deposits, the money invested in SSY is locked and cannot be accessed during emergencies. This lack of liquidity makes the scheme unattractive to individuals looking for flexible savings instruments. 4 inflation risk. While the interest rate is higher than traditional savings schemes, it may not be sufficient to beat long-term inflation, particularly in education or marriage expenses, which are likely to increase significantly over time. 5 perceived loss of affordability. Due to the lock-in period and limited withdrawal options, the invested amount may seem like it's affordable to lose. Parents might feel disconnected from their own savings because they can't access the funds when needed. Loopholes and practical challenges. Perceived rigidity. The 21-year lock-in may not align with the financial planning needs of many families. For example, parents might require funds when their daughter is 16 or 17 years old, but SSY does not allow withdrawals for such situations. Lack of emergency support. Unlike other investment options like mutual funds or even PPF, SSY funds cannot be withdrawn easily. Even partial withdrawals are restricted to specific conditions, making the scheme unsuitable for those who prioritize financial flexibility. Unrealistic for lower-income families. Families with lower disposable income may struggle to commit to the minimum deposit every year for 15 years. Missing payments does not close the account but could result in penalties. Better alternatives for higher returns. Though SSY offers guaranteed returns, other investment options like equities, mutual funds, or SIPs may provide significantly higher returns over 15 to 21 years, albeit with a higher risk. Dependence on the guardian. The scheme requires the parent or guardian to manage the account until the girl child turns 18, which might be cumbersome for families with financial instability or poor financial literacy. Why the lock-in period feels like a loophole. The rigid lock-in period, combined with restrictions on withdrawals, makes the scheme unsuitable for families looking for flexible savings plans. Here's why it can be problematic. Financial emergencies. Families experiencing unexpected financial hardships cannot access their savings, even if the daughter's education or health expenses are at stake. The money remains locked away unless conditions meet the strict criteria. Psychological disconnect. Since the funds cannot be accessed for decades, some parents may perceive the money as lost or affordable to lose. This perception can reduce their enthusiasm for contributing regularly. Unimaginable events clause. Full withdrawal is allowed only in extreme cases like the death of the account holder or the girl. For most families, this makes SSY a rigid and restrictive investment option. Opportunity cost. By investing in SSY, families lose the opportunity to invest in other high-growth instruments like mutual funds, which, though riskier, can provide much better returns over 15 to 21 years. Who should invest in SSY? Despite its drawbacks, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana can be a suitable option for conservative investors, parents who prefer safe and guaranteed returns over market-linked instruments. Long-term planners, families committed to long-term savings for their daughter's future expenses. Tax-saving investors, individuals looking for tax-efficient savings instruments under Section 80C. Alternative investment options. If SSY's lock-in and limited withdrawal options are deal-breakers, consider the following alternatives. Public Provident Fund, PPF. Similar tax benefits but offers partial withdrawals from the 7th year. Flexible for education and emergencies. Mutual funds, SIPs. High growth potential with market-linked returns. No rigid lock-in periods, except ELSS funds with a 3-year lock-in. Fixed deposits. Comparatively lower returns but higher liquidity. Parents can access funds in case of emergencies. National Savings Certificate, NSC. Offers guaranteed returns with shorter lock-in periods of 5 years. Conclusion. The Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a noble initiative that promotes financial planning for a girl child's future. However, its long lock-in period and limited withdrawal flexibility can be significant drawbacks. For families prioritizing liquidity and flexibility, alternative options like PPF, mutual funds, or even fixed deposits may be better suited. Ultimately, SSY works best for conservative investors with a stable financial background who can commit to disciplined, long-term savings without the need for frequent access to funds. Thank you for joining me today on Deal Detector. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content.